Hi, I'm Erin Grogan of Love So Modern, and this is now week 3 of the Circuit in Maven Quilt Salon. This week we're starting to piece together our blocks. We're going to be starting with the very center piece of the block, which is the same on both the Circuit and the Maven quilt. Our goal this week is to get through half of these. So, technically a full completed block is made up of 4 of these blocks. So divide however many blocks you have to make by 2, and that's how many your goal is to get done this week. And it's very easy and surprisingly fast. It comes together like building a log cabin block. And I'm going to show you how I like to do it, which is with chain piecing. My favorite way to piece, and I find it very meditative, is with chain piecing. So as much as I can, I try to make my designs chain piecing friendly. So go ahead and come join me for a quick lesson on chain piecing, and then I'll share with you my secrets for adding the very center square of your block come out the cleanest it can. All right, let's go. So we are chain piecing. To start, I have my first 2 fabrics that need to be sewn together, ready to go on my side table. It's really handy if you have a knee bar to use to lift, but if you don't, that's fine. You can use your lift bar in the back of your machine. So all I do is I place my 2 fabrics together, lift my bar, my foot, couple stitches, back stitch, right before the end, slow down, couple stitches to back stitch, and then I just keep going. I find this an easy, meditative step in quilting because it doesn't require a lot of thought. So it's calming. It's nice to just sit here and do this. I often like to put on a podcast or have something playing in the background. So yeah, go ahead and give it a try. And I like to finish everything that's the same, and then I would go to my iron and give it a press, and then move on to the next step. And you just make everything a lot faster this way. All right, go take a try. Now that we have finished making the log cabin build of our block, we are going to add our centerpiece. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can either mark or not mark this piece. I like to use my Cluck Cluck Sew seam tape, but you can also mark the back of yours however you please. So you line up your block right sides together in your background fabric space. So in that corner, and then you sew down the center. Now here comes the secret sauce of doing this. Now, usually you would take this to your cutting table and you would cut a 1/4 inch away. But to get this all to lay really clean and to line up on your edges, you're going to take this over to your iron and give it a good press first. Now that my block has been pressed, I'm going to open it back up, bring it to my cutting mat, and trim a 1/4 inch away from my seam line. And that will finish off my center block. Congratulations on finishing your blocks for the week 3 of the Circuit in Maven sew-along. You should have a bunch of blocks now that look like this. The one tip I want to give you is at this point you might be tempted to start sewing these blocks together to get a little further ahead in the sew-along, or just because you really want to see what it's going to look like. I have to warn you, fight the temptation. Do not do it, because then you will be doing a lot of seam picking come week 5. So hold off and keep sewing if you want to sneak into next week. And I'll see you soon. Bye.